Why is it that I keep seeing celebrities tell people who to vote for? Like, I seen John Leguizamo, Lana Glazer, Marissa Tomei. They're not even saying go out and vote. They're like telling you, don't vote Republican, vote Democrat. I thought it was supposed to be you just tell people to go and vote and they vote who they want to vote for. Because, this is America and there's two sides. It's kind of annoying. And in all honesty, when a celebrity is telling me to go vote, and it's one thing when you tell me who to vote for, it would kind of make me want to vote the opposite, because who are you to tell me who to vote for, what my interests are? Now, I have the belief, and it's always this way, both sides are stupid. Both sides have good qualities and bad qualities. That's just my thought, from talking to my grandmom and everybody. That's just the way it is. I don't really care who someone votes for. If you decide to vote, go for it. If you decide not to vote, I always say then, you opted out, so don't complain when things go away, whether you don't want them to go because of that. I thought it was illegal to tell people who to vote for. Like, it's one thing if you say, hey, if I say, hey, yo, the time is coming, go out there, vote, get your voice heard. But like, they're specifically saying, don't vote for this Trump puppet. Don't vote for this person. And then they're like, oh, we can't believe it. The voting is closed. Why these people are. And it's like, not everybody sees your view, celebrities. You guys are like hyper leftists most of the time. And from what I can tell, most people are centric. And am I crazy? I thought you weren't supposed to tell people who to vote for. And it's just nuts because I keep seeing people do this whole condemning thing. And I know this is not a normal video, but I feel like politics keep invading everything. And it makes it bad because people want to vote who they want to vote for. So like when I heard about Endor, and then they all of a sudden was like, oh, this character is based off of Donald Trump, and this character is based off of Nancy Pelosi. And I'm like, that's not what I want to see when I want to watch Star Wars. It's one thing if you take inspiration, like, you may take some certain personality quirks or something and you put it into a character that you still make original, but you kind of focus on those quirks. Like if you're making an OC kind of character. It's different when you're literally making the character that thing. Like they did with, was it Jordan Peterson? When they made him Red Skull and then tried to pull that thing of, well, if he sounds like Red Skull, I mean, that's Red Skull. That's not me. You're the writer, dummy. Jackass, you're the writer. You wrote him to sound like, you wrote Red Skull to sound like that dude. That's not, oh, well, if he sounds like it, then, I mean, I guess that means he's what that is. No, stop it. Stop being stupid. You're dumb. You failed at life when you do stuff like that. It's not cute. It's not there. I'm sick and tired of everyone acting like politics are so bad, or when I see people do this, we're going to be on The Handmaid's Tale. Yes, while you exist on the opposite side, The Handmaid's Tale is going to happen under your nose. How would that be if you exist? Because you would resist it. How about this? Celebrities, maybe stop trying to tell people how to live their lives because you don't live their lives. I've seen stuff where someone was like, why doesn't everyone get a Tesla and eat beans and let their animal die? Like, you don't get to tell people who don't have money, who's struggling currently, what to do. Like, why do you think you need to do that? Now, like I said, if you're saying, hey, use your exercise right to vote, there's people who've died to get you to vote, great. But when you start telling people that they're wrong for voting who they think is in their best interest, like that one woman off The View, I saw that thing where she said, what was it? Middle-aged white women that vote Republican are like roaches that vote for Raid. Now, there are people who are like, see, she's calling white people roaches. No, it's called an analogy. People use them all the time. Do I think people reacted crazy by saying, oh, she's calling white people roaches when they do it? No, she's not. She's not. That was an analogy. That would be like saying, oh, the lion walks up. It's voting this way means that it's like the lion walking up to the hunter saying, take me out. It's the same thing. It's called an analogy. Like, people keep going overboard, reaching. Stop. I just want to hear people's thoughts. Like I said, this isn't my normal content. It's just I'm really getting tired that every time I turn something on, every time I go on my social media, if it's not about Elon Musk, then it's about celebrities. And Ilana Glazer, I actually think she's funny. I liked a lot of things she's been in so far. That's why I started following her. I didn't get to watch her show yet, but I've seen her in some stuff, and I actually think she's very talented. However, she's like, oh, the Republicans are ghouls and stuff. And look, I'm not saying, oh yeah, I like Republicans. No, what I'm saying is, why are you telling people who to vote for? And then when you're telling them, like the one that said the roach thing, she's saying that it's against your self-interest. Who are you to tell someone what their self-interest is? And then when the other one was trying to approach her about it, like, yo, like, how do you changed about abortion? She's like, that's my personal thing. Well, that's their personal thing. And I'm tired of people not understanding that we are the United States of America. We have the right, the beautiful right to be able to pick a side. Whether both sides suck, I mean, they both suck. But we have the right to vote for who you vote for. And I think it's a little ridiculous that we keep putting all of these political things into everything. And it makes the stories bad because they're not focusing on the story. They're focusing on the message when it should be the story first, the message second. I know I was supposed to do that Little Mermaid video. I had a little bit going on and I kind of forgot. And I got to clear out some old videos that I've had too. So I got to make space, to be able to make new videos. So I have to actually go through a bunch of videos to see if they're even still worth it and delete them accordingly. But I would like to hear people's opinion. Are you okay with celebrities telling you who to vote for? Not to go out and vote. Not saying, hey, exercise your right to vote. I've seen some people, they're like, yo, just go out and vote to have your voice heard. That I'm totally fine with. But I didn't even finish the video. But like I said, it was like John Leguizamo, Marissa Tomei, Ilana Glazer. It was like Kathy Griffin. It was like several other people. And I didn't even finish the video because I was like, here we go again. And they're just all like, you need to vote for this person because this person is a Trump puppet. Da, da. Well, sad to say, for your bursting your bubble, there are a lot of people who voted for Trump. It wasn't like a landslide victory. You might not like him, and you have your reasons. I'm not a personal fan of Trump myself. It's not really a political guy. I never really liked the guy, just for what he does, but that's just me. But I'd like to hear your opinion. Seriously. Do you think it's cool that celebrities are trying to tell you about life things, especially who to vote for? And some of them are like, if you don't vote Republican, you're messed up and you're wrong and you're this, because I'm seeing people take politics and lose friendships over it. And it's not that serious. Yes, it's serious on what they're doing. But if someone voted for something and you don't believe what they voted for, people are more than just who they vote for. And lastly, I was having a back and forth discussion with someone online about a show or something, and they turned around and they're like, who did you vote for? I'm like, why does that matter? We were talking about like a comic book show or something. I'm like, what the heck does that matter? And they were like, I thought you might have voted for Hillary. I'm like, what does that have to do with this conversation? Who I decided to vote for does not impede on whether I think something is good or not. The politics don't match me watching a TV show or a movie and thinking it's good. Unless you're forcing politics. And here's the thing. I don't care which politics you're pushing. If you push woke agenda stuff, I'm not going to like it because you're going to forget it. And if you push a bunch of Republican rhetoric, I'm not going to like it either. Like the right stuff, because that means you're pushing something and your ideology. So I like to hear what everybody has to say. That's just me. Like I said, not a normal video. But I just want to know, I would love, for some engagement. Do you think it's cool that celebrities tell you who to vote for? Do you think, and tell you what to do in your life because they've made such, like buy Teslas and stuff like that? Do you think it's good that celebrities do that? Or do you think celebrities should just stay in their lane and go acting because they're not political people?
they're not people who went to school for that. Like when they had Mark Ruffalo talking about nuclear energy, he plays a gamma physicist, nuclear physicist in a movie. He's not a nuclear physicist. So why was he at that convention talking about nuclear energy is bad because of this? You don't know it's not, and you don't know what you're talking about. I read science stuff on a regular basis. So just want to know, do you think it's good that celebrities tell you what to do? I would like to hear people's opinions. Maybe you do. Maybe I'm wrong. Geek Protagonist, and I'll see ya.